Hey yeah, it's Whimsy and we're back for more Phantom Pain. Let's go. So last episode was heavy cutscene wise. It was very important, I feel like. It was very interesting as well. We got Huey back. We still have Quiet as well, being imprisoned in a mother base. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but I think Huey is currently being tortured / interrogated by Kaz and Ocelot, so we'll see about that. And officially the Phantom Pain playthrough has started on the channel. I uploaded the first episode, and thank you so much for all the love and support during the premiere and on the video as well. Only one thing though, apparently there was a lot of spoilers, so I haven't seen any because my mods are absolutely incredible. I have incredible moderators and I haven't seen anything. But I did have to step out of the premiere from the chat when I saw that a lot of messages were being deleted. You know, I was reading and then I saw under like being deleted. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna step out a little bit because I don't want to get spoiled. And the comment section as well, apparently there was quite a bit of spoilers for Phantom Pain. So I just didn't read comments for like the first day or two. Well, I read a couple of them really in a tentative way, you know. I was very I was just going like, especially people I know already, you know, like some of you commentators, I see your username, you know, coming back and all that, so I trust a little more, you know. So I responded to some of the comments, but I tried to not read too much, and I'm actually still a little scared of going into the comment section, although my moderators are doing a great job of deleting any spoilers. But all of this to say, please don't do that. Don't spoil anything. Apparently some people reference future events or things like that, you know, things that have not happened yet. So the rule of thumb, guys, the golden rule is, if I have not seen it yet in my playthrough, then don't talk about it. Just don't talk about it. Don't mention it. Don't even say I can't wait for her to meet this person or to do this, or have you done this yet, you know, because some people will ask questions because, you know, I film in advance, and so you comment and you're like, so have you met this person yet, or have you done this person yet? And I understand you guys are excited. I totally get it. It's super heartwarming actually that you guys are that excited for my playthrough. Like that's actually crazy a little bit, but it's also spoilery. Thankfully, the things I've seen, I had done already. So don't even talk about mechanics I haven't seen yet. Don't talk about gameplay stuff. Don't talk about the story. Don't answer my questions. Obviously, don't answer my theories. Don't even say, oh my god, your theories are on point, they're so good, because that answers. That means I'm on the right track, which I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything. I just want to share my experience and passion for these games, for games in general, but especially these games, and just share my authentic, organic, first blind playthrough, right? That's the point. So I don't want to know anything. So please don't do that. Obviously this is just a minority. Most of you guys are absolutely amazing and awesome, and I can't thank you enough for being this great, especially in the comment section. So thank you so much. But there were a few apparently spoilers, and backseating is fine, I don't really care, but spoilers, I mean, that's annoying, so be careful of that. And apart from that, yeah, I haven't been spoiled, so I hope it stays like this, because maybe what will happen if there are too many spoilers in the comment section, basically all that will happen is that I will not look at any comments anymore. So I feel like everyone is penalized when that happens, because my point into making a channel was to connect with people that also have a passion for games. So if I can't do that anymore, it's kind of counterproductive for me. Like, that's what I want to do. So, but that might happen for Metal Gear Solid 5 until I'm finished with it. I might just step off the comment section altogether and just don't read any of you guys' comments for the whole playthrough. That might happen. I've done this in the past for, I think Mass Effect it was, that I spent many days / weeks not reading anything or finishing the game like way in advance so I wouldn't get spoiled on anything. I also do that quite often. That's why I film in advance as well, that many videos, you know, so I can properly give you the content on a scheduled manner, right? Like twice a week, always the same day, always at the same time. I can do that when I have some advance, as well as being free of spoilers. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, but most of all, thank you so much. And yeah, let's just jump into it. Let's go. Okay, so if I remember correctly, we have a lot of cassette tapes to listen to.
Zero hasn't been seen in public.
Yeah, I've heard that last time.
That was over 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
You suspected he was responsible for the accident at your base in the Caribbean. But at that point, Zero was already bedridden. So it never felt right to me that Zero gave the order. Now that I've seen the man Emmerich was working for, I'm sure he didn't. I know that man. He was our old friend's XO. A man without a face.
XOF.
Not one you want to look at anyway.
Kind of funny.
Skullface. He's the one who destroyed your base 9 years ago. The unit he commands, XOF, was Cypher's strike force, but he's since split from Zero and used XOF to usurp control over Cypher itself. In other words, the Cypher we're hunting isn't Zero. Beyond Zero is a void that's even darker. Skullface.
All right.
When Quiet first came here, she demonstrated her marksmanship against that enemy fighter plane. It showed she was much more than your everyday crack shot. Hitting a moving target from 600 meters is a challenge, but it's possible with the right training and equipment.
I think I've heard
Shooting down
that
missile. That's
last
a world
time.
apart from taking out a soldier on patrol.
Yeah, I think I've heard this.
The chopper and the missile were in motion,
Yeah, I've
meaning
heard this.
different vectors at high velocity in three-dimensional space, and she shot an unguided bullet that had to fight air resistance and gravity. All that while the chopper was
just
taking
didn't
evasive
register.
maneuvers. Some of the best. Quiet is still in her cell. Only a few staff are authorized
And
to go
they
near.
almost
Just
want
like
her to do
She
something.
didn't manage it in Afghanistan. You gave her an opening.
Yeah, I was bait.
Base
right?
facilities. She's in
Yeah,
there
we've
putting on the
listened to
failed
that.
soldier look all down.
Emmerich's 9 years.
It wasn't just Cypher. Back in the Caribbean, every eye in the world was turned on
I've also
us.
listened to
A
that.
private army. Just a bunch of guys with guns in possession of a nuke. Why wouldn't they be uncomfortable?
And that's why you made sure the inspection happened.
Well, I figured we should get a third party to exonerate us before. And
Yeah, I've listened to this,
What's
right?
wrong with that?
We're not interested in the
Yeah.
excuses.
What about this? I don't think
You
I
know
did.
the hardest man to break. The type who's fooling himself. That takes time. It's easier to live a convenient lie than a painful truth.
Yeah, I haven't
Is that the
listened to
piece
that
you've
one.
chosen, Doc?
I'm not lying.
Of course. Just let me check one or two things. On that day, you were in the control tower with them.
Right.
Lucky you. That's how you got out unscathed. And you escaped on one of their choppers.
It is so cute.
Only you, right before the base went under.
They had me blindfolded the whole time. I've never been so scared. The whole flight, I thought they'd kill me. But thinking of you kept me going. My comrades, all the way. And
I'm not sure I believe him. I don't
there
know.
was a plane journey, and then we traveled by road. When they finally took off the blindfold, I was in kind of a warehouse, on the floor. Afghanistan, it was that research lab. I couldn't believe they'd taken me halfway around the world. And soon enough, he came.
Skullface.
He's the one who's really behind that mother base attack.
I'm trying to take
He
off
forced
the
me into that research.
What kind of
Notification.
research?
He told me to build a bipedal walking tank for the Soviet Union. Like Peace Walker. A system that could fire an ICBM-class nuclear weapon. That's how the Sahelanthropus project got started.
Sahelanthropus.
Those AI weapons I'd made in Costa Rica were like toys by comparison. A whole world apart from reptilian four-legged crawling and that ridiculous hunched-over bipedal waddling. My design evolved to the dawn of mankind. Sahelanthropus, the first steps towards humanity. An upright bipedal weapon system.
Metal Gear.
Originally, Sahelanthropus was going to be a manned weapons platform. I designed a cockpit in its head, and I planned to fill it with water as a buffering agent.
Like how Paz modified Zeke for human control.
Don't compare me to some amateur. I designed it for human control from the beginning. The problem was miniaturizing the posture control AI. You remember the reptile pod?
The AI that controlled your unmanned weapons.
Attaching it externally makes it vulnerable, so this time I wanted it beneath the armor. Meaning I had to make the AI smaller. I got it down to less than 1/10 the size without any loss in computation speed. But it was still too big for the cockpit. There wasn't enough room for the pilot. If I made the head bigger, its body would have to be bigger to support it. Too big to be practical. In the end, human piloting was taken off the table. I tested a remote control system too, but there was the time lag and I wasn't satisfied with its precision either. Plus, it would be useless if the enemy jammed it. So next, I went back to trying an AI-only system. To do that, I had the AI pods recovered from Nicaragua. This was a hybrid AI.
By
A
Strangelove.
combination of Peace Walker's reptile and mammal pods.
Yeah.
The only AIs that had ever successfully operated an unmanned nuclear weapon system.
Really? You'd need some help to get that working. Expert help.
Did you work with someone?
I worked alone.
You did that yourself.
Strangelove.
That's the thing. The AI didn't pan out in the
He's
end
lying.
either. But I did finally get Sahelanthropus walking by folding over its upper body to lower its center
If he's
of gravity.
lying on that, he must be lying on
The
other things
first
too.
upright bipedal locomotive weapon system in the history of mankind. I guess technically it falls into the anthropoid ape category.
I don't see the benefit of having it stand taller.
On terrain with significant differences in elevation like Afghanistan, you need a body that's vertically adaptable. That also lets it attack from long range while using mountain ridges for cover. So, making it walk upright was the most important factor in giving it superior height capability. As the name suggests, that was the whole point of Sahelanthropus. But I was being pushed for results. Having the AI mounted externally would have been the fastest way to get it working. I just needed more data so it could maintain its balance. But Skullface refused to wait. He dismissed the idea of AI control and took Sahelanthropus away from me before I could finish it.
But it was walking when it came after you.
That's just it. I don't understand how Skullface got it to move upright, without a pilot or an AI. And walking at that speed, too. It's beyond anything I could have imagined. This is like the Wright brothers making it to the moon. I'm just as clueless as you are.
So this Sahelanthropus, where is it now?
I have no idea. All my experiments took place at that cave. I've never seen it anywhere else. Besides, it's still just an incomplete prototype at this point. And
I don't know,
nothing
it
but
seemed
a
pretty
paper
complete to me.
tiger. Even if it can walk, it's far from being a viable weapons platform. It wouldn't be useful in actual battle.
Emmerich will remain here at Mother Base for now, but not as a member of Diamond Dogs. I still don't trust him. That work for you?
Fine by me.
Yeah.
He can't be allowed any contact with staff either.
Yeah. A lot of the guys would love some payback for 9 years ago. We still need him alive. But we have to restrict his movements. He can only go where we tell him. And of course, the interrogations will continue. He worked for that skull bastard for nearly a decade.
Right.
He still has more to tell us.
How long are we gonna press him?
If our investigation shows he really had nothing to do with the attack, we'll reconsider his place here. But I don't expect that to happen.
Right.
Remember that water tank-shaped object in Emmerich's lab in the Soviet base camp? The thing that started talking to you like a possessed answering machine. That was a pod built for housing the AI used to control unmanned weapons. You remember, back in '74 in Costa Rica. It was in those machines you fought there. They were designated Pupa, Chrysalis, Cocoon, and Basilisk. And each of them was fitted with an AI unit called a reptile pod.
I know, because I
Emmerich
played Peace
created
Walker.
it. It mainly handled the machine's posture control and autonomous behavior. But the Basilisk, aka Peace Walker, also featured a second AI pod.
By Strangelove.
That one was called the Mammal Pod, and it was created by Dr. Strangelove. She tried to recreate the boss's personality through the Mammal Pod, but you pulled out its memory boards. That's when it transferred its own functions to its reptile pod. Just like a human brain compensating for damage by using the remaining healthy parts. The result was a unique entity, a hybrid of the reptile and the mammal. It sank to the bottom of Lake Nicaragua with Peace Walker. But apparently they salvaged it and transported it to that lab. Don't let it deceive you, Snake. It may sound like the boss, but it has neither a personality nor a will.
I mean,
Like Emmerich says, it's just a machine.
it kind of did in Peace Walker at the end there, though. It, like, drowned itself.
Ever since the attack on your unit 9 years ago, the name Big Boss has become known the world over.
What do you mean?
Those of your men who survived traveled far and wide. They fought throughout the world. In fact, they're part of the reason we have all these PFs now. Every one of them suffered their own phantom pain from losing you. Talking
Aww.
about you wherever they went
That's
helped
kinda
to heal
cute.
their wounds. Your actions and words, your legend, has been told on every battlefield they've set foot on.
Damn.
Obviously, as the tales have spread, the truth's been distorted and painted over. Big Boss sacrificed himself to show us the threat that Cypher poses. He sounded a warning, so it goes.
A warning?
Too much power destroys the hands that hold it. Apparently, you chose to be a living example of that.
I never said any of that.
The moment any truth is passed on, it starts turning into fiction. The problem is, fiction inspires people more than facts. To the world, you're now the legendary mercenary Big Boss. The lessons you've taught the PFs are the reason they're so widespread. They're the reason they've survived. And you know what they all aspire to? To one day go nuclear, just like you did, and stand up to Cypher.
Of all the stupid things you could do.
They'll never understand what you really wanted. Heroes are misunderstood.
Just
It
like
takes
the
a man
boss.
of the same caliber to understand what drives them. Bottom line is, these guys want to be like their hero, Big Boss. And deep down, they all have their eyes on nuclear weapons. They say that a nuke is the only means of standing against Cypher. But these days, it's becoming little more than a slogan to rally the troops and survive in a cutthroat business.
Currently, there are 3 major PFs who've expanded into Central Africa. CFA, Rogue Coyote, and Zero Risk Security. HEC's investigations have shown there's almost no overlap between their areas of operation. It's not so much a turf war,
Private forces
more
beef.
like they have a gentleman's agreement. If you do cross paths with them, you probably won't have to face more than one at a time. Still, don't expect a walk in the park. The CFA, Contract Forces of Africa. These guys are a major player. Their head office is in Pretoria, South Africa. That's also where the South African Defense Force is headquartered. We think the two are closely connected. An HEC investigation revealed that most of the CFA's operators are former SADF soldiers. South Africa has been locked in struggles with neighboring regimes for years. That means constant action. And we know better than anyone that's the best kind of training. A company drawing its recruits from hardened military vets. You can bet they know how to handle themselves. Do not underestimate them. Within the CFA
Every
is a
time the
company
kid
of
said
soldiers
stops,
made up
there's
mainly
DD,
of
like,
locally
in
hired
the background.
operators.
It's so cute.
They speak Afrikaans to communicate with personnel from the CFA. But if you notice any speaking the local language, that's them. Though hired from the local population, they were originally part of a paramilitary group, so they'll have plenty of combat experience.
Weather is
And unlike their
killing.
days shooting junkyard rifles out
Time
of
to go
beat-up
on a
pickup
mission.
trucks, the CFA now supplies them with the latest gear from the West. On top of that, they've been combat trained by the South African Army. All that adds up to a much stronger fighting force. So don't brush them off. Look at the Angola-Zaire border region. The east bank of the Muneni River in particular. It's a microcosm of a problem that stretches all across Africa. There's a civil war going on in Angola, fought between the government MPLA and the Western-backed UNITA. Zaire is still a dictatorship under President Mobutu, but numerous uprisings have broken out in its remote regions. With all the trouble elsewhere keeping their hands full, neither government has control over their side of the border. They depend on militias and PFs, as do the rebels. Government forces, guerrillas, militants.
I hope we can do like
groups of all shapes and
mgsv
sizes hawk whatever
and make
resources they can
friends.
to
That was
hire
so
PFs.
fun. I loved
Conflict
it.
brings PFs. PFs expand the war zone, and more conflicts erupt in a continuous chain reaction. Sounds like our kind of work. Mother Base could grow by leaps and bounds.
So, do we do a side up first? Can we get there closer? Oh, that's not too bad. Let's do that. That ain't too bad. Let's go! We have the sniper rifle that is not a killer. Yay. I think I actually prefer this. I think we have everything we need. We have 2 vehicles, let's go. No, I think we're good. ASAP. Let's get that stun arm blueprint. And then, sure, we'll do the main story. I don't think we're going to Africa just yet, right? Maybe I'm mistaken, but I feel like we're not going just yet. Needs to be directed at the right place. Ooh, 11 p.m. Let's go. That's good for me. Especially in a sneaking suit, they can see me from much further away compared to the desert suit where they don't see me really. They don't. Here we go. Alright. Night vision, but I don't have the good version right now. I mean the upgraded. Alrighty.
Be careful down there, boss.
So we're going straight here. Medicinal plant, let's go. Kinda wanna try that. But it makes a sound. Like a huge sound. So there's that. Should have taken the horse. It's okay. A wild animal. You did? Oh yeah.
So this is Raven territory. I heard once that some indigenous peoples in Canada and Alaska deify the common raven as a totem.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, okay. There's not a lot of people right now.
Я не хочу умирать!
Spit it out. Where is it? Why, thank you. Why, thank you very much. Oops. I can't believe I missed that. It was ridiculous.
Нет, не делай этого!
Specialist? Where? Is it you? You're the specialist? You are. Okay. Alright then. Hello. Here we go. Easy.
You gotta extract him.
Easy. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Let's leave. We are done here. This base is quite easy to do. Goodbye. Here we go. In and out like the wind. Take it. Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything else near us? I don't think we do. Unlucky dog. Is it where I am right now? Wait. No, I don't think it is. Nah, it's far. Heavy infantry, no. Main mission it is then. Where do we go for that? Pitch dark. It's quite far. Okay, we need to go back into the helicopter. Can we do it from here? Like this? Did we get a checkpoint? I guess we did, no? Maybe that's faster than calling it. But you need to make sure that you're... Like maybe my stun arm blueprint was not registered. Maybe. I guess it was. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, that's much faster. Nice. Search and destroy. Pitch dark.
Boss, this contract comes out of Angola. That's right, Central Africa, where Emmerich claimed they were working on a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
So we're going?
There's been a massive oil spill from Mafinda oil field.
Let's go.
It's flowing into the river and contaminating the water supply. An environmental NGO has asked us to stop the spill. by destroying the facility. Environmental activism isn't exactly our line of work, but it's not that simple either. The group operating the oil facility and causing the spill is the rebel group UNITA. And word has it that UNITA is getting supplied with U.S. military weapons.
Oh.
That sounds to me like Cypher's pulling their strings. Boss, it's time to give Cypher a little surprise.
Accept this mission. Yes, please. Thank you. We will change our suit to isolated desert. How does that look? I think this one is better now. We need to destroy. I don't know if I need like a big weapon. I can always use the supply drop if I need a rocket launcher or something like that. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe it's just getting rid of the UNITA. Episode 13, Pitch Dark. Starring, and then spoiling everyone that is going to be in the... I'm not gonna look. Angola border region, Central Africa! Now, if we see the twins, I'm gonna
Target is
scream.
Finda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water.
Damn. I'm not looking. I'm not. I'm not.
The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO.
All right.
Destroy the facility. Stop that leak.
Destroy the facility. Maybe
This may
we
seem
really
like
need
straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we
a
agreed to
rocket
it.
launcher.
The Mafinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group UNITA moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. UNITA's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the brokers at Front Company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on UNITA can tell us who's pulling its strings.
Destroy the oil field facility. Wait, this is a bit more like junglery than I expected. Let me change. This is awesome. Ooh. Great.
That's step one to tracking down Skullface. And Cypher with him. Good luck, boss.
I'm so excited.
First, make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Wala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by UNITA, so stay sharp. Boss, destroy the oil facility and stop the flow of oil. First of all, you need to get through the jungle and on to Masa village. The oil field is beyond that.
Oh my god. Oh, nice. Let's go. Wait, we can develop things. Wait. Wait. An extra box. Ah, night vision. And an extra bait bottle. Okay. Upgraded, I mean. Alright, wait. Let me just... Supply drop. What? Woodland? Woodland or... Sandy surfaces or among greenery. Maybe it's this is the way. rocky. Red soil. You know what? Maybe that's it. That's the way. You're a good dog.
Good dog.
Again.
Good dog.
Let's look at the map, shall we? Ooh. Bird. Very cool. Good dog.
Good dog.
Gimme! With a scarf and everything. Yeah, that's a little better, I feel like, for this environment. What are those?
So this is Raven territory. I heard once that some indigenous peoples in Canada and Alaska deify the common raven as a totem. The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options, soldiers have become dogs of war, sent to conflict zones as private forces, or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason. No banner. But it's how they survive. The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially high. Cold War standoffs, resource exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That mess you're standing in is just the latest example.
Approaching threat. Okay, let's be careful. Here we go. What is this plant?
It's digitalis. It's toxic, but it can also be used as medicine.
Woohoo!
You've arrived at Masa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for UNITA, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
Huh. Raid. Oh, they are quite good soldiers. Oh, you're a good dog. Oh, he's so cute.
Boss, destroy the oil facility and stop the flow of oil. Head north through the village, and you'll find the facility further on.
Sure thing. Can we get down from here? No. Ah, Didi! That was not my fault. Oh, I can get down. Yes. I was searching for that. He's gonna see me, no? I guess not. Look at him finding all the enemies. Okay, there's fuel.
Hands up.
On the ground.
Oh, we don't speak.
The PF soldiers are speaking Afrikaans, an official language of the Republic of South Africa.
Shit.
Boss, we're gonna need someone with the Afrikaans interpreter skill to understand what they're saying. We'll look into it here, but for now, you'll just have to make do without one.
God damn it. Of course. You're such a good doggy. You're such a good doggy. I could fault in them though. I could do that. We'll do that. Whoa.
You gonna extract him?
Is there anything in here? No.
He's coming too. Roger that.
What's going on? Okay. Process material. All right, let's go.
You gonna extract him?
Of course. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Okay, they're moving. Did they hear, perhaps? They heard me. Maybe it's just a change of shift. They're going to sleep, maybe. They're going into their houses. Is that a child?
Keep in mind that time doesn't stop while you use the iDroid. You can even move around while using it, but pay attention to your surroundings.
Those are children. Oh, we need to fault them all. I'm gonna wait for them to sleep. Fuck.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Hands up.
Oh my god, I need to save those kids. They were all sleeping. Imagine if I had had like a sleeping...
You gonna extract him?
A sleeping bomb or something. Like a big gas bomb, it would have been perfect, but I don't have that. Dude, they all left though. Shit. Why can't I? Because it's a kid? Why not?
Full extraction puts a huge strain on the body. Too much for a child.
Oh, come on.
To extract kids, you'll have to carry them to the chopper. Boss, destroy the oil facility and stop the flow of oil. Head north through the village, and you'll find the facility further on.
That's a little much, eh? Whoa, fuck. That's too bad. Maybe I can later. Oh my God. Child soldiers. Did I get everything or? Aha. Container. Crazy. I don't know where the kids went. I'm curious.
If you ready your weapon while crawling, you can move horizontally left or right. If you do that holding the dash button, you'll move faster.
What the fuck? Nice. Fuel. I wonder where they went. Genuinely, like, they just went away, but... I wonder if you can put grime on yourself and then make you less visible. Or like impossible to be seen with night vision, thermal vision, you know? Like in Predator. Maybe. Okay. Wow, that's a classroom. Where they teach how to kill, I'm guessing. God. There's a lot of loot around here. Like, a lot of it. And not that many people. Like... pretty empty, which makes me think this is a trap, but lots of fuel. Very nice. Okay. Pretty much done with this area. I'm sure I missed things, but a mortar.
Boss, destroy the oil facility and stop the flow of oil. Head north through the village, and you'll find the facility further on.
Can I Fulton that, I wonder? Hey, maybe my Fulton is done, actually. Let's go. Pretty cool.
You captured an enemy vehicle.
Yep,
Just
I
like
did.
weapons and items, you can use your iDroid to have vehicles you've extracted airdropped in. You can also let members of the combat unit use them on dispatch missions.
I wonder where the children
You made it past
went.
the village. Continue heading for the oil facility. It's located upriver.
Did they just disappear? Like... maybe they went here? I don't know. That's weird. Okay, he's not looking this way. Sleeping.
Okay.
These are adults. You're good. You're like really good. Let me just get you to base. Here we go. Oh, this one's gonna see, I think. Or not. He was looking
Subject
the
on
other
board.
way.
Leave the rest to us.
Sleep, please. Thank you. Are you any good? You have his kill, but... Oh my god. Kuwabara, Kuwabara. You're not good.
You know where you're headed, boss? If you place a marker on the map, you can keep track of where you want to go, even when the map's closed.
Let me get ya. 100%, let's go. Alright. I'm going the right way.
The Finda oil field is the property of Saner, South African Natural Resources. Saner drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. When the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means United's takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves. However you look at it, Saner's far from squeaky clean.
The lightning is crazy. Fox engine, y'all. What an environment. I'm loving this so much because it's so different from what we've been seeing since the beginning of the game. I love it. I can go up here. Okay.
Boss, destroy the oil facility and stop the
I
flow
don't know
of
what
oil.
it is.
You've got a straight path to the objective. You should find it no problem.
I can
There it
hear
is,
something weird.
The oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid.
Here we go. Here we are.
Boss, destroy the oil facility and stop the flow of oil. To prevent the machinery being turned back on again, you need to turn off the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. Check the details on your iDroid.
Okay. Gotcha. Let me deploy. I need a suppressor. Can you go in from there? Not sure. That's high. That is high. Okay, that's not too bad here. Okay. All right.
good.
You're a good boy. Thank you, Didi. Oh, come on. I thought you would jump. Didn't you? No? Ah, come on. For real? Well, I can go there, I think. Actually, that's even better. Now what though? There's a shit ton of them. Oh my god.
GPS Delta 9. Bedreiging gevaar. Groepgerichtheid. Oor. Dat is CFDF, begrijp. Moet securiteit voor verwachting. Uit.
Woo! Okay. Fuck. Yes. Go. And then what? I need to go there.
Was het een moeilijke indelingen? Wees opgereed uit grondslag. Oor. Dat is CFDF, begrijp. Oh ja, oh, uit.
Here we go, okay. Okay, we have one here. Nice.
Xavier, dit is Julien. We dreigen geboord. Geopgereerd. Julien, wat verkeerd? Moment, Julien.
I need to go back up.
Destroy that separator tank. You'll need to use explosives. Got any C4?
Wait, this? This separator? This?
You can handle the pump first or the tank. It's up to you. Just remember that destroying the tank will cause a major explosion. Alright, you planted the C4. Don't set it off until you're at a safe distance.
Yeah. Obviously.
Xavier, de Delta 9. Jullie tunnel bezichtig. Als we hier niet. Hoor. Xavier, begrijp. Je terug naar je post. Hoor.
Good. You're away from the C4. Any sign of the enemy? Be sure to time the explosion carefully.
Right. Was that a prisoner? I'm not sure. I don't know. Does this work? At least we have a checkpoint. I don't know. I'm gonna be deep shit. I need to get away from there. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Great. You destroyed the separator tank. Now you need to stop the oil transfer pump.
Okay, they're all going that way. You know what? No, not a good idea. Oh, it kills me. Well, I couldn't have known that.
Boss, what happened? Boss!
Okay, then. He doesn't swim? What do you mean? That's so stupid. Alright then.
Transfer pump. You need to shut it down.
I'm gonna follow them.
Xavier, dit is Julien. Je volgens mij zijn woord. CFD,
No, no, no. Oh my god. Okay, and now what? I do the same thing? I go here.
There's the transfer pump control room. The emergency stop button is probably inside it.
Here. Oh, wait, what? What is that?
Bodies. Why?
Ew! What happened to them?
Oil transfer pump shutoff confirmed. Objectives complete. But the enemy is Titan security. Get out of there ASAP.
Oh, fuck. Get out of there, like get out of there? Okay. No problem. I think I'm out, right? Yeah. I just need to get out. That's all. Jesus fuck. Does this get me out? I'm not sure. Oh, is there processed stuff here? Maybe. There it is. Gimme. Yeah.
They blocked your way out. You see any other escape route? Well, I guess you could just bust through the gate.
No, but I'm thinking maybe... Fuck! No, no, no. Okay. All right, so we just need to escape, right? Right? That's all we need to do right now? I mean, maybe not. Maybe I just need to... I don't know, actually. The rest is optional. Yeah, the rest is optional, I think so. I just gotta leave. Pick up.
Roger.
Pick me up, please. Yeah, with DD it's much easier because you're never like surprised by an enemy basically. It's pretty rare. You can go so much faster and you're not surprised. With reflex mode it's almost like it's too easy, I would say. Maybe if I use DD I could take off reflex mode or something like that. Like that could definitely work in my favor, I guess. Like make it a little bit more, because reflex mode is super fun, like don't get me wrong, I love it. But yeah, like that plus DD is just too easy. Like
Arriving shortly at LZ.
we didn't get the children.
Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Oh shoot, okay. I wanted to get the child soldiers, but I don't know where they went. That was such a fun mission. I really liked it.
Gaining altitude.
Get yourself yourself out of the hot zone, by chopper or by land. It's your choice.
Yeah, when I woke them up,
That's it. You made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
damn. Those things are new. What the hell?
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Ooh, let's go! I had to retry because I died. It's not even because of the the enemies. 100% accuracy. That never happens. Let's go. Octopus. And that was without speaking the language.
Boss, we took another look into Sainer, the owner of the oil field. They were behind what happened. They hired the PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while pretending they were the victims. One other thing. Sainer's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building. Company's essentially non-existent. 3 years ago, that investment fund stepped in and started gutting it through a series of mergers and sell-offs. And get this, the fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation, meaning someone is just using Sainer's name from the shadows. But what about those strange corpses?
Yeah, that was
Just what
weird.
the hell were they doing
They
over
looked a
there?
little bit like the mist. There's like experimentations going on or something. The Walker armament can now be developed.
Hey! Snake!
No way.
I've customized a walker gear just for you. It features a silent running system.
It's like Mark
great
II.
for infiltration missions. And you can also summon it to your location. I've taken the liberty of calling it the D-Walker. It's armed with a suppressed tranquilizer gun. If you want to add other weaponry or upgrade the chassis, give the order from your iDroid.
Ooh, okay, that's really good. Na, 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 na. What a fun mission. The infiltration was awesome.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received a new job offer. It doesn't seem connected to Cypher or Skullface at all. But if it goes well, we may get an Afrikaans interpreter.
Yes, let's do that.
Details are on your iDroid.
Let's do that immediately. Rewards. Thank you. Oh. Woohoo! Development. Buddy equipment. Let's go. The Walker, hey? Ammo rack, auto loader. Upgrading to shorten sub weapon reload time. General purpose manipulated arm fitted with reinforced drive parts and additional close quarters melee combat programming. Gimme. Huh. Alrighty then. Scouting ahead. Things we'll get later. What a buddy! It's a new buddy. Okay. Huey.
You called that thing Sahelanthropus. Where does the name come from?
Well, several years ago, an excavation team discovered a hominid skull in the Sahel region.
Central Africa, the Southern Sahara.
Cypher gave the specimen the name Sahelanthropus, man of Sahel. And then they covered the whole thing up.
Why?
They probably wanted to monopolize information about human evolution to have a head start in their genetic research. At least, until they had an idea of what they'd found.
It was that big of a discovery, huh?
Sahelanthropus was a gracile hominid, estimated to have lived about 7 million years ago. What's significant about it is how its skull's foramen magnum faces down. In other words, its spinal column supported its head from underneath.
It stood upright.
Right. Which would mean Sahelanthropus walked upright 3 million years before Australopithecus, making it the world's oldest human species.
Walking upright. I get it. Hence the name Sahelanthropus for your machine.
Walking upright was the decisive difference between our ancestors and other anthropoids. Our brains could get heavier once they were supported by the spinal column. That led to the use of tools and the development of complex communication through language. Only man is capable of this. My creation will be the progenitor of all bipedal weapon platforms.
He ain't wrong.
And you did this for Cypher.
No, not at all. Sahelanthropus is the
science.
best proof that I never betrayed you guys.
What do you mean?
The reconstructed Sahelanthropus skull looked exactly like the skull we used as our logo 9 years ago in the Caribbean.
Okay, so
An army without a nation. Outside the world order.
The design was based on Pangaea, the supercontinent that existed 250 million years ago, right?
Yeah. When the world was a single landmass. That concept's at the source of our strength.
I felt the same way about Sahelanthropus. Sure, I was forced to build it under their orders, but I always wanted to put its technology back in our hands someday. That's the reason I incorporated the old insignia into Sahelanthropus's name. Don't you see? That's how much I was thinking about you guys.
Oh, I see. All right.
I don't know,
I see
guys.
someone
Honestly,
desperate to cover his ass. You can say whatever you want after the fact. But that skull also symbolizes somebody else. Skull face.
Snake,
right? Like,
you finally came. Just don't record this, okay?
Not recording anything.
ah,
What's this about?
What I'm about to say stays between you and me.
oh,
It's about the weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
yeah.
You know a researcher by the name of Clark? He works in the biotech industry. Real advanced stuff.
No, I thought it was
His
someone
area
else.
is bioengineering, but lately he's also gotten into genetic research.
Never heard of him.
Well then, what do you know about cloning?
I think I've heard enough.
Hold on, this is important. Cloning lets you create a genetic copy of an organism. You take the nucleus of one of its cells, and you swap it with the nucleus of an unfertilized egg from another member of the same species. They started out working with plants, but since then they've had success with other organisms, including mammals. It's a hot area for a lot of places right now. Corporations, universities, research groups. There's no shortage of scientists out to get famous and patent their work, with morality taking a back seat.
Isn't that a little outside your field?
It's got nothing to do with my research. But I thought it might be of interest to you. Cloning, and Dr. Clark, I mean.
Go on.
Now, this is really highly classified stuff.
How do you know
But
about
I've
them?
heard that an American biotech company has successfully cloned a human
Yeah,
being.
it's the twins.
What's
we
more,
know.
it happened over 10 years ago.
Oh my god.
And the researcher behind it was Dr. Clark. You've really never heard of him?
I don't meet many doctors.
This Dr. Clark is a complete ghost, even to others in his field.
I'm a little
His
confused.
age,
I thought
where he
maybe it
comes
would
from,
be
That might not be his real name. And I can't even say for sure he's
Ah, there we
a he. Clark's
go. Oh,
employer, ATGC,
I was about to say.
its company motto is embracing your hopes, preserving talent.
What does this have to do with me?
Cypher.
It's a
Dr.
paramedic,
Clark works
isn't
for
it?
ATGC, and they have connections to DARPA.
Yeah.
Cypher couldn't function
It's a
without the
she.
communications network DARPA's built. Meaning, Cypher has to be a part of the Pentagon. Or at least, the two are joined at the hip. DARPA is a driving force behind human cloning.
It's a pretty high priority project for them. And this Dr. Clark, some say he's a pivotal player in Cypher. But that's not all. Every cell nucleus in an organism contains the genetic information for that organism. Think of it as a blueprint for life. Clark appears to be working on how to decode this information and rearrange it at will. If you could do that, it would mean being able to custom design human beings for specific purposes. Can you believe that? Suppose for a moment that this is all fact. A man of your talents, if your genetic information died with you, that would be a terrible loss for mankind. But what if mankind could preserve you for future generations by cloning you?
All right, enough. I get the idea.
Look, I know it's inductive reasoning, but this weapon to surpass Metal Gear they're developing in Africa, I believe it's something that uses this new technology. Speaking as a fellow scientist, it chills me to the bone.
Oh, does it?
That's rich coming from you.
Yeah.
If genes serve as our blueprint, then I wonder if they include an impulse that drives us to tweak the design. Can you imagine that? Genes encoded with information that wants its children to decode it. Is life itself putting the direction of our next evolution in the hands of scientists? I guess it would take some real arrogance to believe that. And yet, it could be what Cypher's after.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree. But that was an interesting story. It'd make a good movie.
You have
And
to
make good
believe me.
games.
Where'd you hear all this anyway?
Where? I just overheard it in bits and pieces while I was forced to do that research for them.
Right.
Wait a minute. Look, I want to help you. I want to be of service here. I'm risking my life with this.
Is that so? Maybe it's time we brought someone else into the conversation.
No, not him. Not Ocelot. You can't do this.
There's a violent power struggle going on within the contract forces of Africa, the PF that ran security for the Mafinda oil field. Most of their key people are Afrikaners, but naturally for a South African organization, some of its founders are British. Details are sketchy, but apparently the Afrikaners are holding these British personnel for interrogation near Kaziba camp. We've been asked to rescue one of them, a man known as the Viscount. We don't have the Viscount's exact location, but he doesn't speak the Afrikaners' language, Afrikaans. They'll need an interpreter who speaks English in order to interrogate him.
And we get that
Meaning
person.
if we tail the interpreter, he'll lead us right to the target. By the way, the contract specifies that it's all right to ignore the other British prisoners. But the final decision is yours, boss.
Obviously. What is this here? Who knows, I guess. Do we try a new buddy? I don't know. I mean, we can try. Okay, you're huge. I mean, let's try, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's not a good idea. Like, they're gonna see me so easily. Staff morale will drop and some will even leave Mother Base if it's in the red. Oh, okay. Episode 14, Lingua Franca. I think the twins are in Africa. Which... Oh my god, I'm not looking at the
Afrikaner colonies.
names.
One of these prisoners is the rescue target, a guy known as the Viscount.
Cool.
The target's location is unknown, but they're bound to have an interpreter present when they interrogate him. We've used info from the intel unit to predict the interpreter's location. It's on your iDroid. Follow the interpreter and extract the target when you find him.
Beautiful. Rescue the Viscount. Hey! So this goes fast. View controls. Walker gear. Get off, reload, brake, speed up. Close quarters. Ready weapon. Hold binoculars. Call. Okay. Cool.
You found the interpreter. Now follow him to the target. That's not the target. Orders are only the Viscount gets rescued. Can't understand why he'd receive special treatment, but I don't imagine it'll be a problem to save the other prisoners too.
Uh-huh.
If you're going to use a weapon, be careful not to draw the enemy's attention. The CFA are all business. Hard to believe they're interrogating their own. Situation must be worse than we thought. Make a wrong move, and they could kill the target without warning.
Ik wil niet, ik niet.
Afrikaans is the lingua franca for mercs in that area. If you're going to get any information from interrogations, you'll need an interpreter. But don't extract the interpreter just yet. If he doesn't turn up, they won't be able to do the interrogation. If they then decide the target's no longer any use to them, they won't hesitate to kill him.
Uh-huh.
You're all right.
You alright, girl? It's not a girl. Are you any good, actually? No.
That prisoner you extracted wasn't the target, but we did get some information. Seems the prisoners aren't held together, and the cells and interrogation rooms are separate places.
Oh. Okay. So... I need to check everywhere. One.
What's the cops? This is your last chance.
Die MPLA se olieveldregter. Waar het die inligting vandaan gekom?
The MPLA's oilfield rights. Where did you get this information?
I told you. I only know it was an anonymous source.
Dit was 'n anonieme bron.
Moenie vir 'n poepel vat nie.
You're not fooling anybody.
Ask any of the others. Nobody knows anything.
Hy sê jy moet die ander probeer vra.
O, so hulle het saam 'n storie opgemaak. Dit is hoekom jy nie die Britte kan vertrou nie. Weet jy hoeveel Afrikaners sit onder die hele gelei tydens die Boereoorlog?
You made up a story with the others. You British are all liars. You know how much the Afrikaners suffer because...
Riot!
No.
Sepia, dit is jullie team. Je moet de werk om het uit te checken. Stuur instructie. Oor. Dat is Sepia, begrijp. Bescherm securiteit en wees wakker. Uit.
Moenie beweeg nie.
Sepia, dat is jullie 2. Was het een moeilijke handelingen? Wees opgereed met zijn aanslag. Oor. Dat is Sepia, begrijp. Bespied die omgeving. Uit.
I'm sorry I cut their dialogue earlier, but I was afraid they would kill him. So I had to intervene. Like they were about to kill him or something.
Sepia, dat is jullie 1. Ik heb de verwissel zijn deel weer gekregen. Oor. Dat is Sepia, begrijp. Alleen hier. Wees vooruit. Uit.
That prisoner wasn't the target either. We got some more information, though. They're going to interrogate the target at night.
Okay. Shit. Oh. Fuck, who? Fuck!
Boss, with that panic going on, they could decide to kill the target. Hurry.
You know what? Fuck. God damn it.
The target's location is unknown, but they're bound to have an interpreter present when they
Oh,
interrogate.
nice. Okay, good. A good point. Let me just get my best bud. Because this is bull.
That prisoner wasn't the target either. We got some more information, though. They're going to interrogate the target at night.
Good doggo. Okay. Yo, this is quite something.
If you're going to use a weapon, be careful not to draw the enemy's attention.
Fuck!
Boss, one of the prisoners has been killed.
Fuck,
We
dude!
don't know if it was a target or not. Hurry up and ID the target.
Shit, I was too late. Please, Didi. No, 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 no.
Ek het gehoor, Big Boss het hier op die
Did he say big boss? I think he did.
glo my.
Like, I don't understand the language, obviously, but feels like that's what he said.
Nou is die saak die aanvalsbevel op sy bas. Laat nie aan ons kant sien.
Oh my god. Are there prisoners in there?
Ek sien julle.
Hey, it's in French. A young girl named Victoria was discovered. There was a murdering, like a terrorist attack. Yeah, last week a little girl named Victoria was found. Did I grab it or not? Like, okay. Intel. It's just news, basically. I don't know what is that yellow thing every time. Is it just an effect or something? I've noticed that quite a few times during the game. And I just wonder, what's that about?
This is a list of prisoner detainment locations.
Okay. Okay. Well. I know there's this dude.
Good. Good.
I know, baby. Wow, they're far. My god. That's the interpreter.
The target's location is unknown, but they're bound to have an interpreter present when they interrogate him. Follow the interpreter and extract the target when you find him.
So I need to follow him back. The crawling is crazy work. Like, I need to stop playing. Okay, but I want to rescue those as well. Woo, I'm sorry. Dude. Yeah, I can't. Like, I have to be down. I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
What are you doing? If the interpreter doesn't show up, they won't be able to interrogate anyone. Then they'll just kill the target.
Okay, I'll let them be then. It's just, I'm not sure. Alright. Let me get those prisoners then. They're gonna interrogate at night. I forgot about that. They're gonna interrogate at night, so I have a little bit of time to go save these and come back. Also, I just made them sleep, so it's perfect. Right? Come on, DD, we can do this. I forgot about that little detail. Okay.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets. That looks like the target.
Okay. Well, that's all fine and dandy then. Are you good? You're quite good. Here we go.
Target extraction confirmed. Get yourself out of the hot zone. By chopper or by land. It's your choice.
No,
You
no,
can
I'm...
sure use that interpreter too.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can extract him?
Of course I can. What do you take me for? I need to be careful though. Here we go. Fuck. Pisso. But it's okay. Oh my god, I'm out. Okay. Let's just grab you. And get away.
Delta 9. Geweerscooter. Negatief op Oostval. Oor. CP, begrijp. Alliëneren. Hou wacht in punt hier gaan drukken. Uit.
Here we go. You're the one, right? No, you're not. Fuck. I thought that was the right man. It was not. It's you. Oh god. Whew. I guess just go in that way.
Alright, that's the interpreter extracted. All you need to do now is exfiltrate the hot zone.
GPS is Delta 3. Bedreiging gemaakt. Gaan op gereedheid. Oor. CP, begrijp. Beslis die omgeving. Uit.
Okay. I love these missions. They're so fun. They get me a little confused though. I'm like, what should I do first, you know? But now I have the interpreter, so that's great.
Rain.
Yeah.
Sound of rainfall should help to mask your footsteps.
Yeah.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
All right. Mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Hey, let's go. But I didn't save all the prisoners, unfortunately. There was one that died.
Boss, one of the other British prisoners filled us in about the Viscount. It turns out he's a real two-faced son of a bitch. He was planning to secure the MPLA's oil field rights for himself in exchange for swapping the CFA's alliance from the anti-government United rebels to the state-backed MPLA. He hid this from the Afrikaners, but once he thought the jig was up, he tried to pin it on the other British personnel and take off. The Afrikaners captured him, and that was when he asked us to rescue him, and only him. I'll throw him in the brig for now, but we may have to be extra persuasive with this one. By the way, boss, we got some interesting news out of our friend the Viscount. He mentioned that more than a few PFs in the region have purchased walker gears. The CFA's the same. That's Soviet Army technology, and it's still a prototype. Only Cypher could be leaking it to the PFs. But the question is, why?
Why indeed? Why would he do that? Create chaos? Trying to snuff out
Boss, one of the latest missions to come in is connected to the walker gears. This could be our chance to close in on Cypher. Take a look at your mission list.
snuff out 0. I don't know. Probably need more, eh? Two of everything. Let's do intel. You know what? Let's do as many as we can. Why not? Okay. New cassette tape.
Hard to believe how many of those bipedal weapons have popped up around Africa. When did that start? No more than 6 months ago. Didn't really hit me until I came here.
Did we
They're
just
not
do that?
supposed to be in use yet. Emmerich says they were still doing the last round of fine-tuning. The doctor has no idea. His research has already hit the black market. Both sides of the Iron Curtain will have it by now. Even so, they're spreading much too fast. Sure, the walker gears can operate in any terrain. Their mobility's just as good in the jungle as it is in the desert. That would come in handy in a place like Africa. They are modules that can one day be used as nuclear weapon systems. And with that in mind, the numbers are way too large. There must be another reason they're so widespread. Like what? It's all about needs. To small-time outfits like most of these private forces, this product is a dream come true. Hell, it goes beyond PFs. This is the ultimate weapon, the forbidden fruit, for anyone with an enemy to fight and people to defend. The nuclear deterrent. Exactly. Sounds familiar, huh? PFs are all operating off your playbook. You created these times. But could this be the new weapon in Africa that Emmerich talked about? If it is, why is Cypher letting everyone and his brother get their hands on one? What comes next? Selling nuclear weapons in the open? Making them public property? Why don't they give that a try? Then the next war really will be fought with sticks. Right. The man we're dealing with isn't foolish enough to make a suicide pact with the world. So, what is Cypher really up to?
Right. Oh, I love the weather here. I'm just waiting for a new checkpoint so that I can stop playing. Need to go make dinner. I think I'm gonna make butter chicken curry. It's so good. Perhaps, I'm not sure yet. There's no checkpoint. There is a checkpoint. Here we go. We'll stop here. Good. Those were super fun. I just really love the new environment. And we did really good infiltration today. Like the stealth was quite good. Obviously not perfect, but you know, we're getting better at it, so that's really fun. We got 2 A's. Let's go. That's great. I'm just sad because every time I never complete the whole shenanigan of it, you know, like the whole tasks. It's really difficult, I think, for first playthrough. Like you have to redo those missions to get all those tasks, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I've ever done a mission with all the tasks like first try, but yeah, really fun. I'm loving it a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed too, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.